Lopetegui faces the chop. PSG continue to destroy Ligue 1. Zlatan Ibrahimovic fails where Rooney succeeds. Luke Shaw has a pop at his teammate. And I'll be looking back on all of your Friday feels. That and more coming up in the next few minutes, as I'm your host, Matt Froelich. You are the Onefootballers, and this is the Daily News. First up is El Clasico, and there's not really much I could say. We all knew it was going to happen. Every football fan on the planet pretty much knew that Barcelona were going to absolutely destroy Real Madrid. This is proof that Ronaldo literally carried Real Madrid in the last few years and that they desperately need him. The same though can't be said for Barcelona, as without Lionel Messi, they still managed to cruise to a 5-1 victory. Can you imagine what the scoreline would have been if Messi was on the pitch? As for Julen Lopetegui, well, Marcelo's goal was the glimmer of hope in the game, and also a glimmer of hope that he could turn his fortunes round in the dugout. Well, as the rest of the game went, they were destroyed, and so is his managerial career pretty much. This evening there'll be a meeting of the Real Madrid board to decide his future, and everything is pointing in the direction of the exit. Julen Lopetegui is expected to be fired, with Antonio Conte brought in as his replacement. To be honest, everything for Lopetegui has been an absolute nightmare, from him coming into a media uproar after leaving the Spanish camp on the eve of the World Cup, to him having a dreadful start to the season, and to be honest, completely failing in the Clasico. But what actually went wrong at Real Madrid? Well, we've done a video on it, so make sure you stick around at the end of the video to find out where you can find those videos and plenty more. As for our next bit of daily news, and it's PSG who are romping to the Ligue 1 title already. Over the weekend they beat Marseille 2-0, but that's not even the main talking point of the game. First off, Neymar got loads of shit thrown at him while he was trying to take corners, which was kind of funny. Second off, Mbappe came on, blasted past the defender with that blistering pace, and managed to score his 10th league goal of the season, making him the highest scorer in Europe's top 5 leagues. And lastly, with the win, PSG made it 11 in a row since the beginning of the season. This matches the record of most games won at the beginning of the season of Tottenham Hotspur, who set it all the way back in 1960 and then went on to win the title. So will PSG be doing the same? Absolutely. To be honest, it's becoming a bit of a joke. 11 games in, 11 wins, they're 8 points clear of Lille, and with other teams not doing so well, they've pretty much won the title with 27 games to go. As for Neymar's reported, I'm not really enjoying Ligue 1 because it's not really competitive, I completely understand that. And as mentioned before with the Lopetegui video, we've also got a video on Neymar potentially moving back to Barcelona. So again, make sure you stick around to the end of the video to check that out. But moving away from European football and over to the United States, where Zlatan Ibrahimovic has fallen from the heavens. The self-proclaimed footballing god will be licking his wounds after LA Galaxy failed to make the end-of-season playoffs. In his debut campaign, the Swedish striker scored 22 goals, however couldn't help them finish in the top 6, which is something that Wayne Rooney managed to do after joining DC United when they were bottom of the table. An incredible run of form has seen Rooney's men finish in 4th position and earn a home tie for the playoffs. So what next for Zlatan Ibrahimovic? Well, a return to European football may be on the cards if rumours to be believed, and he could be joining Real Madrid as their new saviour. Despite being 36, he's definitely still got loads left in the tank, and if there's anything Real Madrid need at the moment, it's a goal scorer. And next up on the news, of course, it's Paul Pogba again, because he can't keep himself out of the headlines. That penalty run-up was absolutely ridiculous. He had a fantastic game, Pogba, and yes, he put away the rebound, but 26 steps to take a terrible penalty. What is going on? Surely someone like him should know that the slower you take a run up to a penalty, the less power you can get on it, and the less quickly you can change your body shape to try and fool the goalkeeper. It's no wonder Jordan Pickford picked the right direction and saved it. It's just a little bit unlucky the rebound fell to Pogba, who tucked it away. But that didn't stop his teammates making fun of him at his expense. Luke Shaw, for example, tweeted that he's managed to turn his club form around and get a new contract in the time that it took Pogba to run up to that penalty. An unbelievable tweet, but what I want to know is, what did you guys do during Paul Pogba's run-up? It could be absolutely anything, because let's be honest, Usain Bolt managed to finish the 100 metres in a world record-breaking time quicker than Pogba did in that stupid run-up. And lastly, we come to the review of the Friday feels. For those of you who weren't here on Friday, basically, I give a little bit of a tip or a prediction of what I think is going to happen in the weekend's football. This weekend, I said that Rafa Benitez would manage to secure Newcastle their first 3 points of the season, but it didn't quite work out with a 0-0 draw at Southampton. However, a few of you did send in some fantastic Friday feelings, and well, one of you got pretty damn close to a completely correct result. First off, we had Ryan Morego, who said that Liverpool would beat Cardiff 4-0, and if it wasn't for that late penalty from Patterson, well, he would have got things absolutely spot on. Next up is Tom Chan, who said that Real Madrid will get wrecked so hard in the Clasico that their manager will be sacked on Monday. Well, to be honest, Monday isn't finished yet, but that looks like it's really going to happen. They did get absolutely wrecked in the Clasico, and Julen Lopetegui is practically a dead man walking. But this week's massive shout out from the Friday Feels prediction goes to Madu Argaval. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. However, he predicted that Manchester United would beat Everton 2-1, that Sigurdsson would score for the Blues, and that Pogba and Mata would score for Manchester United. If it wasn't for the fact that Martial scored instead of Mata, Madu, you would have had it absolutely perfect. So a massive shout out to you. Remember guys, the Friday Feels by name happens every Friday, so don't forget to watch that one and predict what you think is going to happen over in the weekend's football. As for me for now, well, that's all we've got time for. Make sure you click here to check out the Julen Lopetegui at Real Madrid video and the Neymar to Barcelona transfer video. Make sure you smash the like button down below, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.